What's good, YouTube? It's your boy. I'm coming at you guys with my Thunder Dragon Invoked deck profile. This deck is 60 cards, so it's kind of like a big deck, so I'm going to go straight into the deck profile. Starting out, we are with 3 original Thunder Dragons. Let me adjust my camera. 3 Dragonhawks, 3 Roars, and 3 Dragon Darks. Alright, let me explain this. Alright. So, we're essentially playing 3 darks because that's kind of standard. But, like, right here, playing 3 hawks. We are playing Chaos Dragons, so we essentially need to, like, plus off the hawk as much as possible and still, like, be able to, like, have everything plus with, like, Levianeer and all that. And 3 Roar, because that's also standard. And then 3 Thunder Dragons, because he helps give us our Titan Pops. And then also, he's a light target, so we're able to, like, Makabas. To make Makaba, that is. And next up we have 3 Alistair. He's like essentially a normal summon of our deck, and then we're also playing 3 Aloof Lupines. And with this, since we don't have Gold Sark at 3 anymore, we're just playing 3 Aloof Lupines. He's like a substitute. And if you don't know what he does, he banishes 1 monster with the same type in your hand and in your deck. And then, yeah, that's about it. And then next up, we are actually playing a budget danger engine. 3 Mothman, 2 Dogman, and 2 Thunderbirds. So with this, I was testing this deck out for like maybe since early December before the ban list hit, and it was fine as a 40 card, and I needed just new extenders because with Gold Sark at 1, we're not able to do like much of anything. So we're just playing budget dangers because I don't want to play that much. I don't want to play the expensive ones. Next up, we are playing Chaos Dragons. 3 Wyverbusters and 2 Collapse Serpents, 2 Levianeers, 1 Enclosed Wyvern, and 1 Darkest Diablos. Let me explain my ratios. So Darkest Diablos and the Close Wyvern, this is actually new tech for me, and probably new tech for any Thunder Dragon players. And so if you discard this with like a danger effect, you send this banish, and then this can also be used as fodder for a Makaba with your Invoked. 2 Levianeers. He's actually spiking up in popularity for like these Chaos builds, and he's just really good to drop level 8. And there's actually an extra deck spot just for like the interaction between Levianeer and our Diablos. And then we're only playing 2 the Collapse Serpents because we're not playing that many light targets, and we want to keep them in grave. And then just 3 of the lights because he helps break our deck after turn 1. And then we are playing Sauce. 1 damage juggler and 1 hat trigger. So this is actually personal attack of mine. These were originally Archraven the Goliath, but like it didn't actually go off as much as I'd like it to. So these are just personal attacks. You could just like send this off of Curious, and then you get to add this, and you get to free like Saryuya, and it's just a free plus. Next up, we're going into the spells. We are playing 3 Meltdowns. It's essential if you're playing the Alistair engine, and due to us playing the Alistair engine, it's really good. Next up, 3 Instant Fusions. This gives us targets for the Kaminari and our Kaliga, because it's a dark, and it's level 4 instant fusion target, sums it up. Next up, we're playing Pot of Greed. This card is way too busted in this deck. You banish an Alistair, invocation add back. You banish the Roar, you plus so hard. Next up, we're playing 3 Called by the Graves. We're a combo dot deck, so we're gonna be able to need this in hand for whenever we get Ashed or whatever, or Drolled, because this deck likes to search. Next up, we have 2 Thunder Dragon Fusions. So with this, we want to recycle as much as possible so we can always plus. Next, we're playing 2 Invocations. So this card is actually like busted. So you just discard 1 Thunder Dragon, you add 2, and you can hard make Colossus, and your opponent won't have a way to respond. Especially if you have the Meltdown on the field, because like they can't respond. It's in the rulings. And then 2 Melodies. This searches our Levianeer Diablos. It's kind of at this point it's a little standard right now in the Chaos builds. And then 2 Terrorists because we're playing the Meltdown. Next up for our one-ofs, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Foolish, 1 Book of Law, and 1 Gold Sark. Next up into the extra deck, we are playing 2 Colossus. He's the face of the deck. 3 is a little too cloggy, but 2 is perfectly fine. You can play 3 if you really want, but we're also playing 2 Titans because we want this to recycle this one and then to recycle these to get another Titan and then recycle. It's more about just always recurring your resources in this deck because you're able to out-resource your opponent turn 1. You can at least go +3 with this deck. Next, we're playing the 1 Kaminari. He's our instant fusion target. He's not only just used for a Titan, he's also used for our Alistair link play. Then for the Invokes, 1 Kaliga, 1 Purgatrio, and then 1 Makaba. So with these, he's an instant fusion target. He attacks all monsters and pierces, and then he's just a straight negate. And for our link monsters, we have Underclock Taker, 1 Summer Summoner, 1 Wee Witch Apprentice, 1 Alistair the Madness Invoker, Akirius, and Saryuya. So let me explain my ratios. So with Saryuya, we're able to draw so much with our Hat Trigger and like the Chaos Dragon, so you can always chain block them, and you're able to always resolve Saryuya regardless. With Curious, you're able to send your Eclipse Wyvern and set up your graveyard for Chaos plays, your Thunder plays, and everything. He just is a hard plus. Alistair, he's not a hard once per turn to search anything, so you can always like, if you have Kaligo on board and you search the Book of Law, with Book of Law, you can tribute it, and then Diablos will trigger since you're tributing a Dark Monster on the field. And that's just really broken. And then you're able to keep on repeating the Diablos loop, and it's just so broken with this deck. 1 Wee Witch, and then this. These are kind of standard in Thunder builds, and this is just to push for game. Last up, we just have the 1 Titanic Galaxy. So he's the only rank 8 in XZs we're playing in this deck, because we just drop him with a Colossus, a Diablos, or a Levianeer, and he's golden. Like, you have a negate, a Makaba negate, and then no search, and then you're just going to be... And even if you get lucky, if you Monster Reborn a Cleo or some way, you're going to have you're going to have a Spell negate, a Makaba negate, a Colossus, and 1 monster effect. So your opponent's not going to be able to do anything. And it just locks them out of doing anything against you. This deck's purely like a going first or going second. It can break any board, like, honestly. Thank you for watching my Thunder Dragon deck profile. This is actually my first deck profile and my first Yu-Gi-Oh video. So if you guys could, you guys can subscribe to me and put on the notification bell just so you guys can get notifications when I upload a next deck profile or anything Yu-Gi-Oh related. And if you guys would like to see anything else, you guys can suggest it in the comments, and I would also be doing a combo video if you guys really want to. And thank you.